guys, I hope you're having a great day. So in this video, I'm going to be working on a neutral colored wreath idea. And this particular idea I can use and change up for different holidays, different seasons, or I can leave it as is as a fun boho style wall hanging or a wreath. So I'm excited to share this one with you today. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and let's get started. So for my neutral wreath project, I'm using a styrofoam wreath form from Dollar Tree as well as some of this natural colored rope. I ended up using 3 bundles of the rope for this project. It's one of the larger sizes of rope that they have. And I'm just going to start by eyeballing it, figuring out how long I need the rope to be, and then cutting it down to size. And on average, the pieces were about 16 inches in length, give or take a little bit. They were not exact. I just eyeballed it after I had my first one cut down to the size that I felt like I needed. And then I'm going to unravel all of the sections of rope so that I end up with 3 individual pieces of rope from each section that I cut, which you will see here in just a second. So I hope that makes sense. And then I'm going to start assembling my wreath. So after I had my first bundle of rope cut down to the size that I wanted, which like I said was right around 16 inches in length, I just unraveled each section, which was really simple to do, and then started covering my wreath form. And I just took one piece of rope and folded it over in half, and then put the loop end around the wreath, tucked the ends through the loop, and just pulled tight. So I hope that makes sense, and I will show it in slow motion here just a couple more times before I speed the video up so that hopefully it makes sense and you can see what I'm talking about. I just folded the piece of rope in half, put the loop over the wreath, tucked the ends through the loop, and then just pulled it tight. So after I had that first bundle of rope used up, I went ahead, cut some more rope, and continued working on my wreath. So when I was just about done covering my wreath form with the rope, I chose to use some longer pieces of rope to finish it off. I thought it would be fun to have a definite bottom to my wreath just for something extra so that I could cut the bottom of my wreath in kind of a V shape, and you'll see that here in just a second. But I think it just added a lot more to this wreath, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So as you can see, that last small section of rope that I used to cover my wreath, I definitely used longer pieces, at least by a couple of inches. And then I just took my scissors and cut them in a V shape. It's not a perfect V shape, but you get the idea. I just thought it added something a little bit different to my wreath and just added some extra whimsy and fun. And then to dress up my wreath a little bit further, I had purchased this harvest garland at Walmart. It is some galvanized pumpkins, and I thought it'd be fun to just add some of these to my wreath. And I'm not going to be using hot glue because I think this wreath is something I would like to use for different holidays as well. So I'm just going to attach it to my wreath with the jute twine that's already attached to the pumpkins. Just tuck it into the rope, tie it on each side, let it dangle across the wreath, and I think it's going to look really pretty and just have that fun natural color that I wanted, and something I can reuse over and over again. I just cut a piece of my garland off, leaving the jute twine as long as I could on the end of the pumpkin so that I can use that to attach it to my wreath. And I'm just tucking it down into the rope and tying it in place, and then I'm going to let it drape across the front of my wreath. And I think this is going to be a really pretty look for fall, but I love that I can easily remove it and change it up for Christmas as well. I'm probably even more excited about that, and I think it would be just a fun wall hanging even without the decorative accents on the front. And I feel like it's such a simple and fun transitional wreath to have on hand that I can easily change up, and it was definitely easy on the budget. So to attach a hanger to my wreath, I did go ahead and decide to use some hot glue and attach a piece of rope, and that is going to be the hanger for my wreath. And I used a darker color rope for the hanger, which also came from Dollar Tree. I just put it on the top of my wreath with some hot glue, cut off the excess, and my wreath is done. And I think it turned out really, really pretty. Now, I've mentioned it before, but I've really been enjoying the more neutral colors for fall, and I'm absolutely loving how this wreath turned out. And I just think it's a lot of fun, even if you don't add the pumpkins. There are so many different things that could be added to it to dress it up, and I think it's really pretty the way it is without any extras. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, like it to let me know. I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel out. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and thanks for watching.